Day Insurance. This is Amy C. Waninger of Lead at Any Level, filling in for Tony Kanyas while he's on vacation. Today, I want to talk to you about the depth of your professional network. You may have heard that your network is your net worth. There's a book by that title. It's fantastic. And I completely agree. I think that all of our careers hinge on the relationships that we have. I wrote a book, and Tony said I'm allowed to promote it here. And my book is called Network Beyond Bias. And this takes it a little bit further. So if you think about your network being your net worth, this book tells you why you should diversify your portfolio. So just like you wouldn't put all of your invest all of your money into one company's stock based on, knowing somebody who works there, you probably should diversify your network portfolio as well. And so I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about what that means. So first, I have this program that I do. I do a Network Beyond Bias program, and we're going to do just part of it today. But I want you to grab a scrap piece of paper, could be a Post-it note, index card, whatever you've got in front of you, no big deal. We're not going to worry about this part today. We're just going to talk about CHAMP, C-H-A-M-P. So on your scrap piece of paper, I want you to write the letter C-H-A-M-P down the side just like this, and I'll tell you what these stand for and what we're going to do with it. But this is just kind of a Kickstarter on how to think about your network and how to build a richer, deeper network. So next to the letter C, now each of these stands for a different kind of person that you might have in your network. And I don't want you to overthink this. If somebody immediately comes to mind, that's who you put down. Don't list a whole bunch, right? Just one. One is enough for now. And each letter stands for a type of person. Now, if you don't have somebody, just leave it blank. That's okay. But I want you to think about, if you have a blank spot, where can I go to meet somebody in this category? How can I start building those relationships? Because you need depth in your network. Okay? So deep, CHAMP. Ready? Here we go. So the C stands for customer. A customer is a human person, not a company, that exchanges money for the goods and services your company provides. Now, you may say, well, I'm in a support role, or, all I do is process, policies when they come in or whatever. I'm not customer facing. It does not matter. I don't care if you work in IT or HR or, catering. It does not matter. You need to understand who gives money to your company and why your company and not somebody else's. Don't put the name of a company in here. So if you're a broker and you work with big companies, right? That's not it. If you're an agent, it's your actual customer. If you're a broker, it's the actual customer. If you do reinsurance, your customer is not State Farm, okay? It's Jake from State Farm, somebody that you can look them in the eye and shake their hand. And that's who goes in this spot, C for customer. H is for someone you've hired or helped get a job in the last 3 months. Now, you may not be a hiring manager. That's okay. You probably know a hiring manager. You may know a recruiter in your area. You probably know somebody who's looking for a job. You know where there are open positions listed for your company. Whatever that is, connect people. If you want to have a valuable network, you need to start by being of value to your network. This is really important. And the best way to be of value is to help people make more money or be gainfully employed. So I want you to write the name of a person that you've hired or helped get a job. Now, maybe you wrote them a letter of recommendation. That counts, right? Maybe you've introduced them to someone. That counts. Endorsing them for, I don't know, their Excel skills on LinkedIn. That does not count. It has to be a meaningful help, okay? The A is for an associate. And if you think about associate, this is like your work buddy, your work best friend. Maybe not in your same company, that's okay. But somebody who has about the same level of experience, expertise, and responsibility as you. This is the person that when you're having a rough day, they're the one you call to go out for coffee or maybe something a little stronger after work. Okay, most people have this person. M is for your mentor. And a mentor may be someone who is officially in your circle, right? You've been assigned a mentor by your organization that you work for. by an association. If you're in the CPCU Society, you may have a formal mentor there. That's a program that's offered. If you know the person, right, if you have this relationship and it's informal, your homework is to go tell the person that you think of them as a mentor. Now, sometimes we have mentors that we don't think about in that way, right? Because it's somebody whose blog we read, or somebody whose videos we watch, or it's a podcast that we listen to, right? So if there's somebody like that, I want you to put their name here. Who do you go to for career advice? Who do you, when they say, hey, go do this thing, you take notes and then you go do that thing? That's who goes in the M slot. The P is for your protege. Now, a mentor will show you the way forward, but your protege will show you how far you've come. And there are a million reasons. Actually, there are 7 billion reasons to have a protege. There's one for every single person on the planet. Everybody needs to see a possible future version of themselves, okay? Now, maybe you're early in your career and you say, but I don't know anything. How can I possibly help somebody? How can I possibly take somebody under my wing? Well, I want you to ask yourself, have you graduated from college? Go find some college students to help. Have you graduated from high school? There are a whole lot of people in high school. Have you kept yourself out of jail? Okay, we have the highest prison population in the world per capita in this country, in the United States. So there are tons and tons of people. Even if you have 5 minutes of work experience, that means you're 5 minutes ahead of somebody and you have no excuse not to be a mentor. Now, I want you don't have to tell me who these people are, but in the comments, I would love it if you would tell me if you have 0 of these people, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, just a number. So we can kind of see, how are you doing? How do you stack up? And if you're really bold, what's your plan for filling in the other ones? Who are you going to approach? Who are you going to talk to? How are you going to get in front of a customer? Who are you going to refer for a job? Now, I'm going to show you this all filled out. Yours shouldn't look like this. Yours should have real human people's names in each spot, okay? You don't have to share your names. Just tell me from 0 to 5 in the comments, how many of these do you have? And I'm a little sad to say this, but today's my very last day filling in for Tony. I'm taking Thanksgiving break off, and he'll be back on Monday. So I'm thinking about starting my own web series just like this. I don't know what to call it yet. I thought about same shirt, different day, but that seems a little cynical. So if you have any comments or suggestions, if you have any suggestions for what I should call my 10-minute LinkedIn web series, just give me a shout in the comments below, and don't forget to follow me. I'm linked right up there on LinkedIn, and probably in the comments on YouTube you can find me as well. Thanks so much, everyone. You've been so generous and so welcoming of me while Tony's out on vacation, and I am so grateful to all of you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving break. Hey insurance, it's Amy Waninger again. And I forgot to tell you, there's a whole other part of this that's called What Perspectives Does Your Network Ignore? And ignore is spelled with 2 G's on purpose, so please don't tell me it's misspelled in the comments. If you want to learn more, you can read my book, Network Beyond Bias. And if you'd like to make networking a habit, check out Network Like a Champ Networking Activity Journal. This is a journal I created to help me track my own networking activity to make sure that I have the appropriate breadth and depth in my working relationships. And then I'm putting myself out there in ways that attract me to different people and that bring different perspectives into my decision making and my career. That's all for me. Thank you so much.